NASA announces there are space portals around our planet, stargates, magnetic portals, time portals. Science fiction writers have given these concepts of openings in space-time to explain how travelers from far-off realms of space-time, time or space or both arrived on Earth. However, is this a science fiction trick or not? It turns out that they do exist, although this discovery is still in its early stages. A NASA-founded researcher at the University of Iowa has figured out how to spot them. Some people feel that this is old news in relation to the breakaway elite civilization found on Mars and beyond. And even the most skeptical among us wonders if these amazing facts just released by the government have been used for years without the guidance and cooperation of extraterrestrials. But let's take a look at the news that has just been released by NASA, and it's confirmed that science fiction dreamers are not so dreamers after all. We call them X-spots or electron diffusion regions, explains plasma physicist Jack Scudder of University of Iowa. He says they are places where the Earth's magnetic field connects with the Sun's magnetic field, creating a seamless path that leads from our planet to the Sun's atmosphere 93 million miles away. And NASA reported this back in 2012, saying observations by NASA's Themis spacecraft and the Europa cluster of probes show that the magnetic gates open and close dozens of times every day. They are a few tens of kilometers away from Earth, where the Earth's magnetic field meets the solar wind. Tons of energetic particles flow through the vents, heating up the upper layers of the Earth's atmosphere, causing geomagnetic storms and the appearance of the northern lights, or southern lights as well. Now NASA is planning a mission to launch studying this phenomena. The 4 spacecraft of the program will be equipped with energetic particles detectors and sensors and will spread out in the Earth's magnetosphere studying these portals. But there's a problem, that is finding them. Magnetic gates are invisible, unstable, and uncertain. They open and close without warning, and there are no signs of guidance. But in fact, as Scudder notes, there are. These gates are formed through the process of magnetic reconnection. Lines of magnetic force mix from the Sun and Earth and join to form openings. The X points where the intersection takes place. The sudden onset of magnetic fields can propel jets of charged particles from the X point, creating an electron diffusion region. And to learn how to locate these spots, Scudder looked at data from a spacecraft that had been orbiting Earth for more than 10 years. He said in the late 1990s, NASA's Polar spacecraft was in its magnetosphere of Earth and was found that several X points during this mission. And using the polar data, we found 5 combinations of magnetic fields and energetic particle measurements that tell us when we've reached the X point or electron diffusion region. A single vessel with the right instruments can make these measurements. This means that a single member of the MMS mission using diagnostics can detect a gateway and notify the other members. Mission planners believe it may take a year or more for the MMS to learn to detect and study these portals. What does this mean? How all magnetic portals in science fiction are shortcuts to new worlds and civilizations? It's now time to discover these galaxies, and as Dr. Scudder has succeeded, is the Earth's magnetic field actually the form field of her own consciousness? Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.